Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to episode 2 of Polytopia. We're playing as the the Xin Xi here. We'll call him the Xin Dynasty, but we're playing as the Xin Dynasty here. And oh my goodness, we're doing all right. We're only 5 turns in, but we've been able to keep ourselves, hovering within the second place range, so that's not too bad. We're going to push off here onto turn 6. It's probably only a matter of time before we come into contact with another empire. Let's move up and see what we're looking at. See, so there's not a choke point there. It's interesting. How about over here? See, so that is cut off over there. We do got a choke point here, and this is cut off. So this would make sense to take the additional stars, like I was talking last episode, if you remember, over the city walls. But over here might be beneficial to take city walls, depending on whether or not we manage to capture this city. I'm pretty happy with how things are going. I'm going to pick up another warrior, so he can move back to take these two, because we're going to want to get these as fast as we can. More stars, more troops we can build, and etc., etc. Meanwhile, we're going to save up for the lumberjack, so I'm not going to spend any more stars as much as I want to spend them. I want to get this forestry, and we'll be able to get that next turn if we don't spend stars. So let's move on to turn 7. Okay. So you meet the Imperius. Their leader lasts your puny excuse of a tribe. You manage to steal the secret of fishing. Now, sometimes you get to steal secrets from certain tribes. They're coming up with a lot of people, so they're probably going to attack us, which is not good. So we're going to want to get ready to start building more units there, which means, unfortunately, I probably should hold off on forestry, maybe. Train another warrior, and I should probably get riding. So we'll research riding instead. So as bad as I want to get forestry, riding's just going to make a lot more sense in this instance. We'll save the stars. I could do the fishing, actually, now that I got the tack. Actually, yeah, we could fish and do riding here and upgrade this, so let's do that instead. All right. Okay, so their rider moved away. That's actually good. I'm not going to attack this guy. I don't want to instigate this just yet. His units are the same as ours, so in the grand scheme of things, we've got the upper hand. One nice thing about our units is we actually have the climbing ability, so we can enter mountains where other nations cannot enter mountains unless they research that. I should have mentioned that last time. See, we start with climbing. It's a really useful tech for us to start with in this game, because we've got a lot of mountain ranges here. So this right here is literally a choke point. Until they research mountain and they climbing and they can get on these mountains themselves, they won't be able to do that, but we'll be able to put our units up there and take advantage of that. So it's pretty useful. Wow, this is a really good start. All right, so I'm going to want to start moving these units back. I want to try and get onto these cities. I'll actually take this unit and I'll move him onto the mountain there. Okay, so that's where we started. So we're not going to be expanding any more out into that direction. That's for certain. I'll take this, though, and I will get a rider here and train him. And then we're going to go ahead and try to upgrade some of this. Let's see. So let's go ahead and do the hunting here. That'll give us an upgrade to this city. Explorer at this point might be beneficial because we can see what's over here, but I'm actually going to take the additional workshop upgrade because this guy will be able to head over here and give me a good enough idea. Meanwhile, we've got enough fishing and wild animals here to upgrade this one. Over here, we've got fishing, but that's it, so we can't really get that upgraded. And then we still got to get the lumberjack here soon. That's going to be our next big push. Okay, so this guy is going to finally attack us. Not a huge issue, because we should be able to definitely take him out. So kill 10 enemies in battle to get a special building. We can do that. Let's see what we're dealing with here. I'm kind of hoping this ends, right? Because I don't want to be fighting on 2 fronts if I can avoid it. If we can hold on to the choke point here, that's going to be what probably keeps us alive. And then let's try to get these 2 cities up and running. Sadly, I am going to have to waste some of my stars on combat tech now instead of being able to upgrade. It's just the nature of it. I'm probably going to want to get archery here soon. But let's see, they've got a rider here. I don't want them to close us off. So let's get ourselves another rider. And we've got 7 stars, which we could use to upgrade this city. So let's do that. And then we'll save the rest of the stars for forestry, because we're going to get some bonus here, and I'm actually going to take the workshop here as well. Nice. So now we're getting 11, so we'll definitely have enough for forestry next turn. Okay, let's go. These guys, I believe, start with riding? I can't remember. No, they start with fishing, I believe, as a tech. All right, what are we dealing with? Ah, very good. That's what I was hoping for. So we are in a very prime location for what we're dealing with. All right, we're going to definitely enter that village and take it. We're going to keep trying to move up to enter this village, and we'll move this rider up. So with that being said, we're at a point now where this is pretty defensible. I'm not too concerned. We can go ahead and start trying to heal up some of these units. And then we'll go ahead and we'll use our tech to get the forestry now. Eventually, I'm going to want to go for archers next because I can put the archers in the back. This archers will be excellent in a choke point like this because they can shoot over my melee units to do damage to the units in the back. So they're definitely the most beneficial in this instance. You can clear forests, but I'm going to go ahead and do lumber huts for those bonuses. And there's enough, I can build enough lumber huts here that'll actually be able to upgrade my capital. But you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to get this city upgraded actually instead, because if I put a lumber hut here, then next turn I can do fishing. So I can get that upgraded and get the additional star, which is what I really want to get. And okay, so they actually ended up capturing this, but we should be able to take them out, no problem. Well, they didn't capture it yet, but they're going to try to capture it. So that helps us out there. We can move the rider off of it now. We can actually purchase another rider here. And then let's capture this city. Perfect. And then move up to get ready to capture this city. We'll go for the fishing here. And unfortunately, I don't have any more stars available. But we're going to be getting 14 a turn now, which is a lot. Let's start sending this guy back. We'll start setting these guys up as well to play defense. Meanwhile, we've got 2 more stars. I guess we'll go ahead and we'll utilize those to start getting lumber huts on our capital city. We're going to want to upgrade this because there's a special unit that you can get later on that we're going to want. We also got to figure out where that archer is, or he's going to give us a hell of a time. So I may have to move my riders up here to figure it out, but I don't dare do it now. All right, so we got a lot of options here now. We've got archery, which we can get. We can go for roads, which are really useful. If you connect your cities, you get a lot of bonuses that way. Free Spirit gives you temples, and it gives you remove any of your own units to get half of its cost in return, which is nice. Organization, harvesting fruit doesn't seem that useful, but I'm pretty sure you can upgrade into some really good stuff from that. Oh, choices. I think I want to get the archery. I think that's going to help us out the most. And we can't get an archer yet. We don't have any more stars that took all of them. But we can get this city at least. And then we can start moving these riders up. And moving these guys back. Yeah, those archers are going to give us a hard time. And they're going to keep doing that too. The AI plays pretty aggressive usually. At all times. And it's tough. Nice thing about riders is they can actually attack and then move again, where most units they attack, they're done. So that's what's beneficial about that. Okay, let's definitely start training archers, and we can start putting them in key locations. Meanwhile, I'm going to want to put archers on these mountains here so they can shoot down maybe, or I'm going to move somebody up there because I got to see what's on the other side here. If there's an archer over there, we got to target him and take him out. We've got 8 stars. I can start building units in these back areas here and moving them up, but I think I'll just stick with what I'm doing now, maybe, because that's probably, I think that's going to be beneficial. Spend the rest of my stars on trying to upgrade certain areas here. So let's see if we can put enough lumber huts down to upgrade this. There we go. And next we get either a population growth or a border growth. Now you'll want to take a look and see if it's even worth doing a border growth. In this instance, I'd say that it is worth it actually. I think you'll get two more. You'll get two more forests for lumber mills, and we'll get a lot of empty terrain. And whereas empty terrain is not useful now, it is useful later when you get tech that can fill those out. So I'm actually going to go for the border growth. Plus, you get a lot of juicy points. So, never a bad thing. We've got two more stars. And we're going to want to start upgrading these back areas. So, let's go ahead and put a lumber hut here. All right, these guys are going to start getting more and more aggressive. So, we're going to need to take them out. Let's see. Let's do some damage to this guy. I was hoping I'd be able to kill him, but this guy will definitely be able to kill him. And can move back here. I should have moved the archer so I could build more. We'll want to start building units in the back here and moving them up. We can actually build archers here. They'll be able to move up and shoot. So let's build some archers, keep moving our warriors up because they're going to come up and help fill any gap we've got. And I'd like to get some tech. So let's go for organization next. If you actually look in the tech tree, you can get shields, which builds these really defensible units. So considering that we are in a position to where we've got a nice choke point, I'd say the shields are going to definitely be useful for us. Whereas in most situations, they may not be as beneficial. All right, we'll start moving our archers up. I'm going to want to move this archer off, but he'll be able to take a shot. And then we can build a warrior. Let's see, he's got 2 defense. The riders have 1 defense, so they're not as powerful. So we'll get a warrior on there just to make sure that that doesn't get taken. But we've got enough archers behind us now. I think we'll be okay. I've got 14 stars, so I can't get the shields yet. So we're going to want to save a couple of stars this turn to be able to get the shields. But we're still going to want to be able to upgrade. So let's get this upgraded. We can actually take the workshop here for that. And let's go ahead and actually harvest some fruit here. And get this one upgraded so we can take the workshop there. Now we're looking at plus 20 stars. So we're going to start to get pretty powerful because we've actually got a lot of cities. I've never had this many cities in this high of difficulty. So this is going to be, it's going to be really interesting. We're going to get the lumber hut here and here. Since we're getting plus 20 turns, we'll have enough for the shield regardless. So I'm going to drop lumber huts in all of these. And then if I get mining, we'll be able to actually upgrade this again. Ooh, we've got, ooh. Yeah, let's go ahead and harvest the fruit too then. So we just need to get mining to be able to upgrade this to where it's got to be. That's a little ways out though, because we're going to get the shield tech first. Ah, there's that archer. And there's that one too. All right. Now, archers have poor defense, so we should be able to take these guys out no problem. And there we go. That's what I wanted. So they've got a city there. Big possibility we can actually take that out. I'm going to choose to heal that guy over anything else. We're going to go ahead and get shields. That's a very expensive tech, but it's going to pay off. If you click on the shield tech, or the shield unit, he has a lowered attack, but he's got 3 defense and 15 health as opposed to 10. He's a very beefy unit. We've only got 1 star left, so unfortunately we can't do anything else with it. We'll have to hold on to that 1 star. Meanwhile, I think roads would be very beneficial, but mining is going to be the most useful for growing our capital, so we'll probably grab mining next. All right. Let's definitely take these archers out. They're going to give us a hard time. They got sailing, so they're actually going to start coming across the water a little bit. We're going to want to watch for them in other areas, but they're going to probably target our capital the most. Let's see. We can move him over and do this attack. We are going to take a shot, but then we can do this. All right. For this defensive unit, I want to get him up here, and I want to shoot this guy before he lands. And then we'll keep moving units up. And let's get mining. All right, now, normally I would probably go ahead and put the gold down. I don't know if I want to do that yet, though. It costs 5 for a mine. That means we won't be able to build a unit for attacking here. And I really need to get more units to keep attacking. We could probably take this city here, which would really help us out a lot. So why don't we focus on that? Let's get a rider, because he can move really quick. He could probably move up and kill this archer, or move up and take the city. We do have 2 more stars. We're going to want to try to grow something. So we know we want to put, let's see, we might be getting attacked from the water here soon. So we're going to need to start building some units in the back as well. Maybe. It's always a possibility. None of these, this can be upgraded. This can be upgraded because I've got gold mines and lumber huts in the area. So let's start putting lumber huts up there so we can upgrade that. We're still only in 3rd though, but we're not trailing that far behind. And with the additional cities we got, we should be able to turn it around. But I'm going to go ahead and leave it off here since we are over on time. I want to thank you all for joining me. I hope that you've enjoyed it, and I look forward to seeing you next time.